back to another motherfucking video. Today we're gonna be reacting to Japan's worst tiny apartment. You know, we keep our ear to the streets with everything going on. Another day with the best community in the community. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And let's just get right into it because this shit's about to get good. Everybody say hey to YouTube. YouTube, you're so cute.
Japan's craziest apartment.
Ain't no way.
Hands down. I usually like to jump
There's
right
no
in.
way, gang. Like I couldn't even. You damn near can't even stand sideways in this. Like. Because most of this is like the brick outside. Like, what?
This is Japan's craziest apartment.
It's not even a
hands
hallway.
down. I usually like to jump right inside, but you have to see this building from the outside to truly appreciate it at
No
scale.
way.
Because this here, that is the entire building.
It's tough. I was kind of like on the street right there and stuff, though. Chat, would y'all live here? Let me see how much it costs.
That's the whole thing. It is 5 floors of triangular goodness. It's essentially like living in a Toblerone bar.
No,
And
it's
just
like
for
living in a
little bit of
closet.
perspective, here is the width of the building's edge, contrasted against
That's when you can't even stand sideways.
against me. It is quite a sight to see. Let's head inside and take a peek because it's not just a triangle from the outside, and it has a handful of small problems aside from the shape that make it a massive challenge to live in. The area is beautiful, by the way. It's at this 5-point crossing in the Nerima area of Tokyo, but
Bro,
our
you can't have
first
any
major
guests in your
challenge
house or
today is
nothing.
going to be
It's
this
stairs?
stairwell. Aside from the lack of vertical clearance and proper width to be able to get
Bro, what?
through here, the stairs themselves are actually incredibly.
Like, you can't even see your grandma, can't even come see you. Nothing like that. None of that going on. You can't even, bro, imagine trying to come home drunk.
Hole basically the entire time I'm going up just for safety.
How the fuck are you supposed to get home when you're drunk?
Every single unit here is occupied except for the one that we're checking out today. I have been waiting a year for this.
Oh,
and a real
hell
estate friend
no.
of mine who runs a YouTube channel of his own, I'll link it, hooked me up with the keys today, so huge gratitude.
This is insane.
Wow. Okay, so there's just about enough space to take off my shoes. There it opens into a kitchen area, and I have questions about the shower area here. Mostly on account of
How you gonna
the
fit?
door height, but let's take a peek.
Oh,
So the door doesn't
Ain't
open.
bad.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie, chat. It's not bad.
And I basically take up the entire space.
That's actually not a bad shower space.
It's not bad. I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be real with you, chat. You don't need too much. For real, you don't need too much. You can't even have a couch in here or nothing.
Here, and it's got a bath that I'm really wondering if I would even fit in. Okay, so curiosity's getting the better of me, and I have to know if I would fit
Probably
in the
not.
bath. And
I mean, yeah, you
that
do.
is actually not a bad bath.
That shit built good, gang.
Do you think you could? The hermit I stayed with
I ain't gonna lie.
had a smaller bath than this. Then he had an entire house to himself, and as an added bonus, you've got a window.
That shit fire.
Then, no matter how small your place is, a bath with a window.
How
is
you gonna
always-
get furniture upstairs? Oh my god. You can't get nothing in here. You can't get nothing in here. You can't take nothing. How do you even get your fucking trash out? You can't even take your trash bag out.
Nice, and there's a little. Can you call this a kitchen space? Barely enough space to stand here, but you have a
Hey, I
tiny
mean,
sink with no counter.
that kitchen's
single
straight.
Induction heater. This little fridge
Hold
here,
on.
if you're lucky, might just be big
fridge.
enough to fit a single iPhone.
Huh?
It fits. We'll talk about this magical little device in a second, but the room itself does not look like this. It doesn't look like this either, or this. Or even
What you
this.
mean?
Punching the lens in only makes it smaller and worse. The only way to really understand this place is to look at it from above. My hands inside.
But I'm not gonna lie though, because it's like there's no like room either. You got to put your bed, your couch, your everything. So it's like, okay, just pick one. Okay, I'm gonna have my bed. Does he have like a blow up bed or something? You got to go buy like stuff one at a time. What if I want to order DoorDash?
Both sides. I have seen pictures of this place, but nothing compares to seeing this in person and just how tiny this room is. For perspective, if I were to be in here wearing my backpack, or if there were a sofa, there would barely be enough space to fit one, maybe maybe 2 more people. Let's, you know, what are the
could
measurements?
fit 2
Now, the
people.
floor plan for this says that you're getting over 11 square meters, but I'm wondering how much space do you really have?
A little party in here with the guys. That should go crazy.
Front to back,
And then
side to side,
two of the guys.
widest space that you're getting in any direction.
Or 2 of the
is
hubs,
just
2 man,
over
2
2.5
man.
meters. But it makes me wonder where I would put anything. Where would you put anything? Since we're in Japan, for example, instead of a bed, you'd most likely be using a futon, and then you would store it in this closet here. But do you really even need the closet? Or do you feel it's just taking up valuable space in the apartment? It does
Kinda.
have a hanging rack so you could hang clothes on it and whatnot, but it is rather large, and
Hell yeah, it
this
is.
place also has a lot of the other minor amenities that you would need. On this side of the room you have a hookup for TV reception, but if you want to plug it in, the plug for some reason is on the other side of
Oh, hell no.
the room, and the room gives you a total of 2 whole plugs, so you could plug 2 things in if you want to. And there's
2? Oh my. 2 things? Bro, come on. That ass. I need this apartment to be littered with but you can't even do that because that ass, what if it catch on fire and shit?
Hookup for telephone and internet here that should
Ew.
never be touched. So
Ew.
we're gonna put that
You
back
broke
and
it.
We'll pretend that that's fine.
Ugh.
And as pretty as it looks, none of the brick here is real. These are sponge bricks from the dollar store, and if you look real
Sponge.
carefully, this is actually brick wallpaper.
I was about to say that looked like
Do
paper.
have an in-window air conditioner. This style of air conditioner is fairly rare in Japan. They're usually
Just Wi-Fi and a phone charger. What about the TV? What about the TV?
mounted up top, and this here is a hookup for fiber optics. So you've got all the internet you would need.
Oh,
Mind you,
you
in
don't even have to use that for the internet then.
Japan, Wi-Fi modules are everywhere. The biggest problem with this place so far is just the noise. It's actually taken me a really long time to shoot this because this is one of the main streets of
hell
this
no.
area, and it is just filled with bikes and trucks and garbage trucks and stuff going through it
Oh,
all
hell
hours.
no.
This is probably so far the single noisiest apartment that I've had the opportunity to experience in Japan. Mind you, some people just aren't that bothered by the noise, especially considering the fact that the rent here is unbelievably cheap at only about 40,000 yen per month.
How many yen is that? Chat, 40,000 yen a month. How much is that? That shit sound like too many yen. This shit ain't worth 40,000 of nobody's yen. Let's be real. They scamming niggas over there. 40,000 yen. What the fuck?
Also love how both of the windows and balconies have these I can't fit through this window.
Hey.
Have these little cover.
You be
thing.
careful.
I don't know what it's for. It's not
It's
actually
$25 a month? That's $25 a month. Chat, should I move here? Chat, should I stay here for a little bit? Stay here for a little bit. I should go here, stack up my money on. Go here for a little bit, stay here for like 12 months. Let my money sit, pay my bills, and just vibe and live like a monk for 12 months. And then just come back.
covered by anything, but it's wonderful. And since
Just
we're on the
'cause.
outside edge of Tokyo, a lot of the buildings out here are much lower, and the view is quite nice. At least it is today. And these here look like you'd be able to hang poles on them for your laundry. But I'm very stuck. But you may have also noticed that there's
Damn.
no toilet inside the apartment.
Wait, what?
I was actually warned, by the
I
way,
I
not to
forgot. I almost forgot
notice
about that.
there's no toilet inside the apartment. I was actually warned, by the way, not to approach any of the residents of this building. We'll cover that in a second.
Why?
And I also wanted to show you this, which is apparently a portable washing machine, which can wash up to 1 t-shirt or 3 pairs of socks, maybe 4 if you're lucky. Didn't even know stuff like that existed. Learning every day. The toilet is actually out here. We've actually got to go to the front door, put your shoes back on, and then your toilet is going to be right here.
Ooh, is that just mine or?
Each floor or unit does have their own toilet space. It is not a shared toilet situation, but
Oh, so it's like I guess it is like your
Here's
own.
what it looks like.
That's what he's, I guess.
Now the door
Hope.
itself doesn't even open all the way.
What?
This is your toilet space.
Who did they make this for? They just had some extra land, and they was like, "Hey, just use the whatever resources we got left over."
This is basically the entire thing. You have a little sink on top.
What?
But standing up inside may be a challenge for some people, and let's watch the claustrophobics freak out when we close the door.
Oh my word!
That is the entire toilet space, and with limited ventilation, it does get very hot in here. It's not the
Yo,
type
he's
of place
sweating.
that you would want to be in the depths of summer. But as for let me
He's
get out of here. It's
sweating.
warm. But as for those warnings that I got, now
Like
I've only
profusely.
ever gotten a warning like this one time before, and it was when I shot a video about a $100 apartment here in Tokyo, and I was recommended just not to approach the residents because they may not be friendly, welcoming, or even want to talk.
Why?
And here I wasn't really given a reason. They were like, it's probably a good idea if you just don't approach the residents. Mind you,
He's dripping
this building
sweat.
itself is actually fairly well known. The sign is kind of blocked right now, but it's called the Sankaku Biru, or Triangle. It's literally called the Triangle Building. So my assumption was that they've just gotten too much media attention because it is a fairly well-known building. But when I asked, they were like, "No, that's not
Imagine
why."
someone's running down the stairs to get out and get whacked by the door.
Just probably should.
This is
I'm
crazy.
so curious. What do you think it could be? Why should I not approach the residents?
Who would
I
live
actually
here?
just made my way up to the 5th floor.
single person.
The door here is off of its hinges.
Yeah, that's probably why they say don't talk to him. Because what type of person would live here? Only like a single person. They don't do too much. They don't want to talk or hang out. They never hang out with people. They never go out. They probably just go to work and go home and don't have too many extra things. They probably are like, you probably view them like as psychotic because like they probably don't have TV. They probably just have phone, Wi-Fi, like, you know, necessities.
The apartment inside has been completely abandoned.
Can you even run down? I can.
And get a bit of a peek.
Wait, what the? Whose apartment is this?
Alright, I actually just made my way up to the 5th floor, and the door here is off of its hinges. And
The
it seems
fuck?
like the apartment inside has been completely abandoned. I think I'm going to use a 360 and get a bit of a peek.
You're invading their privacy, buddy. What the hell? But since you did, I'm a look though. What? Nah, you in there now. He's stepping in that motherfucker.
That is wild, and it's a little bit unfortunate because this seems to be the only unit that actually has a balcony as well. That is trashed. That's too bad. But would you live here?
How?
Would you live in this tiny triangle apartment, weirdly shaped? People always ask me if I would, and my first apartment in Japan was way smaller than all of this. I also
Really?
did not have a kitchen. I spent most of my time out of the house anyway, and I didn't really own anything since it was my first year in Japan. So yes, I would 100% live here. But what about you?
What? I just don't like the stairs, like the stairs to get to my house and little stuff like that. But other than that, like if that was like, I don't know, it's just not convenient how it is to get to the house and get to the, you know, but if it was more, I wouldn't mind living in a space that small though. Me personally, I don't give a fuck. I ain't got much to, you feel me? It would get old fast, but hey.
I was leaving and looked back, and if you take a look at the plot of land that it's on, they've taken this really narrow plot of land and just squeezed a ton of
That's
real estate
insane.
right into this tiny little space. Like they even have
Like I was gonna say that too about the
their
car.
own parking space.
That's
Japan,
insane.
you always impress me
That's
with how you
innovative, for
utilize your land. That
I for real thought that, I ain't gonna lie, when he said something about the hanger part, I thought he was gonna say you have to like, I don't know.
amazing. Okay, going down these stairs
See, I
is
couldn't do this.
10 times more dangerous than going up. This,
I'm not doing this every
this
day.
does not feel safe. The peak.
That's like an
I
issue for
nailed
me.
my head going in. Oh,
I don't want to do that every
did
day.
the same thing like 6 times on the stairs. Oh my god, it got really hot in here while I was shooting that and I wasn't expecting it, and I'm just, need the air conditioner now.
W video, dude. That apartment is insane. I ain't never seen something that damn tiny. That apartment is insane, but man, he's sweating profusely and shit. He tripping. I'd fall down the stairs. I would live there, but not with those stairs. I wouldn't. That's what I'll have to say. That wasn't a bad place though, you know. W video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next one, YouTube. And yeah, that's what makes us